Greetings, YouTube. I'm not vegan. I have eaten vegan meals. I'll eat vegan meals again. I eat vegetarian meals regularly, but I'll never be vegetarian. I need animal protein that has no carbs in it, and the only place I can get protein without carbs is animals. Um, as a diabetic, getting protein that doesn't have carbs is kind of damn important. Uh, I'm also an omnivore because I got these canine things right there. We evolved those for a reason. Um, and I don't have a problem with being an omnivore. I'm aware that there are people out there who think I do, think everyone does, uh, and I disagree with them. It's just the way it is. And another problem with being a vegan is that it doesn't actually provide you with all the nutrients and all the vitamins that you actually need to survive. You almost always have to take some kind of supplement. Being a vegan is not easy and or cheap enough for many people. And most folks in the world who eat a heavy vegetarian diet often do it because they have no choice. It isn't that they are doing it for ethical or moral reasons. It's just they don't have access to animal protein. Given an opportunity, they'll eat it. Um, but the term vegan has become a sales tag. It's become a way of making money. If you label things vegan, uh, hopefully they'll get more sales. You see it all the time. You see like people advertising gluten-free items that never had gluten in them ever. So I'm like, yes, you are correct. It is in fact gluten-free, but it never had gluten. And people who are actually allergic to gluten knew this all along. They did not need you to label it for them. They need you to label things that traditionally have gluten in them when they don't have gluten. My wife tries to avoid gluten. She doesn't have an allergy, but it just makes her feel better when she does not eat a lot of gluten. Cool, go for it. She makes gluten-free things all the time. I eat gluten-free things all the time. Doesn't bother me. But one of the things you'll see is that sometimes you'll even see non-food items called vegan. And as the title of this video will tell you, one of the things you'll see is things called vegan leather. Let that sink in for a second. For the uninitiated, vegan leather is plastic, which isn't particularly good for the environment, and isn't within the wheelhouse of the moral and ethical compasses of most people that consider themselves to be vegan. Most people who are being vegan are doing it almost exclusively for moral and ethical reasons. And buying plastic shoes or plastic clothing is not really what they want to do. They want to buy natural fiber stuff. Um, Sustainably produced natural fiber stuff, and I can understand that. I'm a big believer in natural fiber stuff. I like it. I'm a big believer in cotton and wool. I wear both a lot. I wear wool socks exclusively. Wearing them right now. So I can understand the desire to want to avoid animal-produced like leather and things like that. Got it. Can understand the desire to avoid wearing plastics. Got it. But if you call plastic vegan leather, it doesn't make it any better for the environment, and it doesn't make it any more moral or ethical than just calling it plastic. Now, I have read articles about plant-based leathers, literally turning certain types of succulents into a material that is leather-like, that has the characteristics of leather. You can imprint a texture on it so it looks like it's leather. It has the similar characteristics as far as the handling and the making, so you do a similar process to it to produce items that look like leather, but they are made from a plant material. I don't know how well it wears in comparison to actual animal leather. I'm not an expert on this. I've just read articles and seen videos about how it's being produced. Like, well, this is how we produce vegan, plant-based leather kind of thing. And I think it's really cool. And if they can ramp those things up to scale, and it has the same types of durability as leather items, I would have no problem purchasing it, because I really want to purchase things which are going to be durable. And I like leather in my boots. I also like Gore-Tex. Gore-Tex is not animal-based, and I guess within the framework of vegan leather, it would be the same level of moral and ethical cleanliness. Gore-Tex. I like Gore-Tex. It's nice and breathable. Um, I like Cordura for gear. I buy things with Cordura in on them made out of Cordura on a regular basis because it's a good durable material. And I don't have a moral and ethical problem with producing durable goods uh, out of plastics. I just would like to have them ideally be made so that they're durable long term and can be recycled properly, preferably by the original manufacturers. I think that all manufacturers of plastic goods should be legally required to take those goods back and actually recycle them. Yeah, that's what I think we should be doing. What we shouldn't be doing is calling things vegan leather when they're just plastics, because it gives people the facade of being more moral and ethical than those of us who use actual animal leather or who use plastic products and just call them plastic products and accept the fact that they come with a certain cost to them. I'm not deluding myself into thinking that Cordura or Gore-Tex is anything any better than Naugahyde or rayon. I understand they're all plastic products. I get it. I don't have a problem with it. Um, I do have a problem with the types of hypocrisy involved with the phrase vegan leather.